leaders come together and say, we're going to push. It's one of my biggest regrets that we didn't do more for Darfur when there still was time. We could have been even tougher, I think, as humanitarians to tell the world that this was a cataclysmic disaster, and they had to act as political actors and as actors providing security. In the end, we only acted through the humanitarian way. We have kept people alive, but we haven't protected them. And as I'm going out, I regret to say we're in a free fall again. We are now evacuating our international staff. We're saving really the assets that we can at the moment, protecting the life of our own people, but we're not protecting the lives of the vulnerable women and children. And there are 4 times more of them now than we started in 2004. It's not a steady deterioration, it's a free fall, and it includes Darfur, Eastern Chad. You know, we would get a genocide, we would get a Rwanda, we could get a terrible situation if the 4 million people who are in need of humanitarian assistance in Darfur is joined by 1 million people in Chad and another 1 million in northern Central African Republic. That's 6 million people in a totally hopeless situation. As we speak, the only successful operation in these areas, the humanitarian one, is folding in many places. Early on, then late when there are too many armed groups. I've been hopeful many times before. At the moment, I think it's more than sad to see that grown men with jackets and you know, ties like me sit and quarrel of what is a hybrid force, really, UN, AU. What is really between the lines in this agreement? What is really command and control between the UN and AU? Well, women and children are dying. You know, it shouldn't be like that. They should say, of course we will fix this. Of course we will put many more forces on the ground. And its allies, and we got an end to the war, and we got in a peacekeeping force in no time. And when we as employees come and say, a lot of civilians are dying, you should just march collectively in the right direction, whether you're this or that political leaning, and we're not there yet. But I have had very, very positive, surprisingly good rapport.